Well, guys, Skid is up on the trailer, so you know what's happened. We have broke him again. Ta-da! And thankfully, when I say broken, I mean it kind of loosely, it blew a trans line. And it was a Friday night. We were out racing, had a meet. We were on our way to Mexico. It started raining. So I turned around, come back, got back, trans fluid was leaking. I thought, well, what in the world? Well, Skid sits low, the exhaust is hot as shit. I'm trying to look under there and see what's going on. Hot trans fluid leaking all over me, so I said, screw it. We left it, and we come back for it Sunday because we took Saturday off. It blew its trans line. It actually left the fitting in the transmission. It just blew the line out. So you'll see it here in just a minute, but I got Michael with me down here today, and what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna back him up to the shop door and roll it off, because if I start it, it's gonna pump all that fluid out everywhere and make a giant mess. So I'm gonna roll it into the shop, jack it up, and get under it and show you guys what's happened. Alrighty guys, so there's a return line that needs that. This should have the fitting on it, and it should be up in the trans. And the fitting, the light is not perfect, but the fitting is actually still up in the trans. I'm sorry, I don't have a light under here to show you guys, but it left the whole fitting in the trans and shot this out. The good thing is the dipstick actually still shows fluid in it. I think we caught her before it really dumped out anything and hurt it. We didn't drive it, you know, we got it up on the trailer the other day with the winch, so all should be good. If Rob, you're watching this, I'm sorry about that. That's my fault, because I guess I didn't have the clip on there, which is strange because we've put quite a bit of miles on it, and we went to Mexico several times with the truck and it has not blown it off. So no big deal. What I'm going to do is I actually bought a special little stubby wrench to get that off like a month ago, because I just kind of figured we would have to do it again sometime, and I was right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that fitting out and show you guys exactly what happened here. Alrighty, so let's see what we got here. There's our fitting, and actually I now see what the problem is. See, and I just found it. See this little plastic retainer right there? Right there? That actually has a purpose. Its job is to prevent that clip right there from expanding and letting the line come off. If you notice, the one back there has got its black clip. This one does not. So this appears to be an oversight by our swap here. Is missing, not putting that black clip on there, which caused this line to blow off, because it'll, you know, it'll definitely put some pressure on it, blow that thing up out of there. So, well, shoot. No big deal. Well, I reckon I'll get that black clip slid down the line here and get this clip pushed back up on this line, which the line, it really kind of sits on it just like that, it's, you know, you can screw it up in there. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit and get that black clip slid down here and get this back on here the right way. Alrighty guys, so if you see, the line's back in, the black clip is on the fitting, and hopefully that does not happen again. So we got all that fixed up. For those of you who probably are thinking, I'm waiting on the inspection plate. I actually ordered one, and it's a part of that whole COVID deal where everything's taking forever to get here, but I do have this inspection plate coming here on the bottom of our nice 4L80. So what I'm gonna do now is, I guess, get this thing off jack stands, just kind of clean some more of this trans fluid off of things, and get this thing off the stands and go take her for a drive and make sure that the line doesn't blow off again. Come back, make sure she's all good and everything, and if she's good, then we'll be ready to rip her again this weekend. But before we take her out and rip her, let me show you guys something. Alright guys, I'm sure you guys can hear old Skidmark chopping away back there, but before we get to that, here is the new TBSS intake and the brand new beautiful 92mm throttle body on here. I got this whole thing set up, ready to go. Because Skid has a return style fuel system, I got the C5 regulator. We've got our evap on here. You know, I've got, like I said, we got the big throttle body, got injectors in it, fuel rails. She's ready to rock and roll. All I'm waiting on is the throttle cable bracket from Glenn's Auto Performance. That bolts on there, so that way I can adapt the throttle cables over to that throttle body. Now, see, we're a little bit of smoke here, burning off that trans fluid right now. You see it's still in the heat wrap on the headers. So I'm gonna let that burn off a little bit more, and then we'll take a ride on it, make sure she's all right. She's not leaking any fluid now, but got to put a little bit of pressure on her to make sure she runs all right. So take it up the road and we'll see what happens. Alrighty guys, so we just got back from a ride up to good old Subway, and she is good and ready to rock and roll. No leaks, and of course that was a easy fix and an easy problem. One of those stupid problems that potentially it probably didn't need to be towed back here, because I probably could have just popped it back up in there and slid that clip around. But I pulled it here because better safe than sorry. Get under there, make sure she's going, everything's right, and we're not going to have another issue with it further down the road. But that is going to end off today's video. The next one you guys will see will probably be good old TBSS intake swap coming, and then ignore the FASS injectors here. That's Cateye stuff. Auto Body's Cateye stuff too. So Cateye stuff coming soon here, but right now we gotta get Skid kind of tied up, and there's like a Cars and Coffee coming up this weekend, and I've got to come down here and take a serious minute to clean the engine bay up. It is a spider web, let me tell y'all what. There's wires everywhere. I got zip ties, I got wires everywhere, which, I mean, it's not that bad.
You got valve stems coming from nowhere. This tire's got a valve stem on it. Popped out from under the hood.
Well, I need that. We probably did it on the back tires. I got to clean this wiring up. I got to tuck all this down in there. I got to clean this up. I got to tie this up in there. So definitely some work to be done here on good old Skid. I might try to like shoot this black under here so it's not so obvious that it's silver or something. I don't know, because I want to have the hood pop, so I'm gonna clean it up the best I can, you know, and just, it is what it is. It's not a show truck, but I don't want it looking totally busted. But that's going to do it for today's video. Nice short one for you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned. We've got some cool action coming for Skid. Cateye's coming back, and maybe even some Duramax stuff coming up here soon. So appreciate you guys watching. Drop a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Take care. Have a great day.
You bring me